Hey, this is Lena with the Soap Obsession Bath and Body Shop, back at you to make another soap. Today I am doing a coconut-free recipe. This recipe is very similar to the ones to the series that I did last year, where it was like 60% mango butter, 60% cocoa butter. This one is a 60% avocado oil. All right, and for the bubbly oil, other than coconut oil, I'm using palm kernel oil. All right, for our fragrance, we are using Heavenly Type from Aztec. All right, this smells great, never used it before. And then for our colors, we're going to use shimmering gold. I have used this before, but the gold is going to be my main color. And then for my accent, all right, I'm using fresh white shimmer powder. I'm sorry, I cannot talk this morning. All right, French white shimmer powder. That's what it's called. This is called French white shimmer powder. All right, let's go ahead and add our lye solution. The orange color there is something else. That don't look like it's going to have an effect on our soap. I've already got my fragrance oil blended in. Alright, so hopefully it doesn't move too fast on me. Try to blend very lightly. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pour off some oils. I've already got my shimmering white mixed in with some of the oils. Okay. I don't think I'm going to have a whole lot of this. I want that gold to be the star. And like I said, I've only used this once before, so interesting. Alright, and this here is thickening up on me. Alright, it is getting thick. So we're gonna have to get a move on it here. I'm gonna go ahead and add my gold. Both of these micas seem to be very light, meaning they just fly away on you. Next thing you know, you got some shimmery stuff all over your workspace. Actually, I'm kind of glad it's moving a little bit faster, not too fast, but faster than normal. So this has gotten extra thick, and I'm sure there's a lot of reasons why. So it probably has something to do with the extra sodium lactate I put in there, the sugar, putting this. So we're just gonna be plopping it in the mold. Like I said, I'm okay with it. I'm alright with it being extra thick because I don't have to worry about having to sit and let it set up. Now, here is what the shimmering white mica looks like. It almost has like a tan to it. And I tried to stick blend it a little bit. This isn't a whole lot, so we'll see what it looks like. I think we're going to put a hanger through here if we can manage. Okay. So the white is just going to be for accent, for sure. It's definitely a weird texture. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I have to pop some more of this in there. Alright, so I said a hanger. I got my chopstick. I'm just going to go through it, and it's thick, but it's not too thick that nothing can't be done with it. or I'm back to cut our Heavenly soap. And I was so excited, I could not wait. And with that, I lost a couple edges, some of the corners, but that's okay. It looks pretty good. It smells great. All right, so I'm just anxious to get in here. I wish I had been a little bit more patient, but you know, if you make soap, you know how it is. Sometimes you just want to cut into it as soon as you can. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do, cut this up and see what we got. So this is a new recipe that I'm using with the 60% avocado oil. And we got a swirl in here, and that's a light little swirl. And you can see the white shimmery mica that I used in that piece. That's an end piece. So after I poured the soap, you know, I was thinking to myself, man, I should have had more white in it. But you know, we'll see how it looks and just do it differently next time. Alright, that's a nice little swirl there. Alright, yeah, I definitely wish I had more white. And I think maybe next time I'll use a little bit more of the mica. Use more of that mica powder. Brighten it up some more. Okay, alright. Those swirls are in there okay. Alright. And that's light gold. It's a little, maybe too light. Maybe I should have used maybe a black or something like that with this particular mica. With this color. Alright, that one's cool. Alright, you got more that's more in the middle. It's got a nice shimmer to it, which is what I was looking for. Or going for, rather. A nice shimmer in it. Alright. Okay. So, next time maybe I'll go for the hanger. I was going to do a hanger swirl, and then I decided to just use a chopstick because it was laying right there next to me. In my work area, it was still there, so... but I think next time I would or use something with, you know, that has more of a bigger diameter. I feel like the chopstick was maybe a little bit too skinny for the thickness of the soap. Alright, so got little white touches there. And I wish the gold was golder. Looks you know, looks very pale. Alright, and here we are. So next time I'll try to swirl this up a little bit more. I'm back to do a lather test for my non-coconut oil soap, or coconut free oil soap. And this was mostly avocado oil, and I added some palm kernel oil in there to get some bubbles in there. And it's been so long, I don't remember else what I put in there. I do believe I put some sugar in there as well. Alright, so we want to see how this bubbles up. This is a little sample I had put into, you know, this is some leftover batter, I should say, I put into a little mold. Alright, so let's see how this works. I also got my washcloth, as I've done it before, to see how it works in a washcloth. Since this is so thin, hopefully it doesn't break. Alright, so let's go ahead, let's get started. Nice warm water here. Put my hands up nicely, and let's get to it. Alright, so it's already bubbling up fairly nicely. Alright, so isn't huge, not a huge lather. I must admit, not a huge lather, but it does feel nice. Alright, so there we are. That's nothing, you know, to be upset about. Alright, some nice creamy lather. Even though this is mostly a olive oil soap, you know, it can be slimy, but that is not the case here. It does feel very moisturizing on your hands. Feels very, has a nice slip to it, I should say. Feels very smooth. Alright. Okay. Alright. So I like that. It's not super bubbly though. I won't say that. It has more of a creamy lather, I think, than a bubbly lather. Okay. So I would probably need to up the amount of palm kernel oil in there to get more bubbles. Alright, let's rinse it off. Alright, let's move on to our washcloth test. Let me get this wet. Okay, let's see. And it's already broken up in there because it was such a thin piece. And we got some bubbles in there. Take that out. So bring the washcloth off, try to limit my water. So you can see some bubbles in there. Put it on my hand. Alright. So I was washing up with this in the shower. I would definitely see some bubbles on me. So these are not huge big bubbles, so this isn't a big bubble recipe. All right, but it feels good on my skin, that I can say. All right, so I don't think anybody would be disappointed in the soap. All right, so there's our lather test. To get more of a bubble, I would need to tweak this. And thanks for watching. Check out our listings on thesoapobsession.com. Follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. Have a good one.